We all have hopes and dreams and aspirations for the future, don't we? For ourselves, maybe it's for our families, for the church, or for our local community. However, in recent days, many of those hopes and dreams have given way to fear and anxiety. Our current circumstances have, in many cases, caused us to shift our focus from things that are positive to things that are maybe a wee bit more negative. And I suppose in a way that's understandable, because fear for our future can very easily overwhelm us. We don't know what lies around the corner for us because we're traveling through uncharted waters. But I want to tell you something here today. I just want to encourage you by telling you that we can fight that fear through a very simple act of remembering. Remembering a wonderful verse that God spoke to his chosen people, Israel, through his prophet Jeremiah over 2,500 years ago. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Now, folks, this is one of the most quoted verses in the whole Bible, and many people cling very tightly with both hands to that verse, especially during those periods of uncertainty in their lives. The verse was originally spoken to the Jews after they had been driven out of Jerusalem and they were in exile in Babylon. It was, of course, a message of hope that they would return to their homeland someday and that God would provide for them instead of letting them disappear off the face of the earth. And yes, God was faithful, and a remnant of his people did return to their homeland, and they did prosper. I just want to reassure you today by reminding you that God has a plan for your life. And I want you to hold on to that with all your heart. God says to you, I know the plans that I have for you. Whether you're Anne or David or Sylvia or Stephen, I know the plans that I have for you. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. I want to encourage you to look to God for what that plan might be. And I want you to trust him as he lays it out before you step by step. He might have the same destination that's on your heart for you, but the route that he takes you on might be completely different to what you would have expected. But one thing you can be sure of, his plan for you will always include your well-being and your protection and your future. As the Apostle Paul writes to the Romans, and we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. So be faithful to him, be patient as everything unfolds before you, and keep looking to Jesus, who is your hope, your eternal hope. May God bless you, and may God continue to keep you safe.